My mic not working? Why does it do that? I have to go double check. Maybe OBS just wasn't responding yet. Anyway, what's up, guys? Hopefully you heard my initial what's up. It wasn't showing up in OBS. I keep forgetting to look at that. So much fixed and yet still so much broken. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Hobfoot, in case that wasn't clear. I didn't even look at what the Twitch or the stream information says. Okay, it says basically what it should. Cool, let's get into it. I don't really know where we left off, what things we're supposed to be doing. So there's that. Let me see, last time we talked with Avad, we got to Olin. We talked to Talana. I think we got a couple quests to do for her. I think we're supposed to go... maybe that's what we'll do this stream. We'll go up to, it says go to Pitchcliff, but I don't know. Do we want to go to Pitchcliff? I feel like I want to come over here to Maker's End. I feel like that's what I should be doing this, yeah, let's go ahead and do Maker's End. Okay, yeah, I gotta try and wrap my brain around what all I'm supposed to be doing. We got that stuff. Okay. Well, we might as well come on up here. Played a little bit of Forbidden West since the last time I streamed, probably, but not too much, I imagine. Don't really remember. Yeah. I always have to think about, okay, I gotta make sure I glide, gotta make sure that I remember I can do the jump trick.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Didn't we already do that? Pretty sure we already did that quest. Okay. Well... Oh, hey, look at that. I don't know that I've ever read this one. Remember this being here. Come on. The Turing Act criticized. 16-year-old Turing Act faces criticism from artificial intelligence rights advocates. June 8th, 2060, a group calling itself the Center for the Liberation of Bodiless Intelligence, CLBI, okay, I'll save that spot on anything interesting, is organizing a nationwide day of protest against the Turing Act. The legislation, hurriedly drafted in response to the escape of climate intervention AI Vast Silver, established strict limits on the sentience of machine intelligences and founded the MIE, the regulatory body that oversees the development and sale of AI. It remains unclear why the activists have waited until now to express opposition to a 16-year-old piece of legislation, but in a statement released through their holosite, the CLBI called the Turing Act the effective rebirth of state-sponsored slavery, too long unquestioned by a public with a shamefully biocentric view of sentience. The statement continues, "The time has come to ask the hard questions about what it means to be human in a post-biological world. Turing and his supporters are on the wrong side of history." Alright then. We have to face a lot of questions and dilemmas today. I'm glad this isn't really one of them. The escape. Okay, they put escape in quotes there. In the climate intervention AI Vast Silver. I feel like there's probably a good story there that I'd like to know about, but I don't know what it is. Maybe they'll explain that someday. Where is the path? Way not here. Oh, are these guys apparently not friendly? that should have been a headshot. They look kind of like Nora, so I'm not sure why I'm... Bandits, okay. Well, hey guys, you decided to start something with me, just to be clear here. Oh, the arrow's gone. I was gonna say, man, is that arrow sticking out of his head?
Maker's
I don't know
End.
that I got any.
Not much farther now. Roland said he found an image of the woman that resembled on an ancient device. If she's my mother, why would there be traces of her all the way out here? So far from Noraland. I don't get it. Who is she?
Her name
Whoa.
is Elizabeth Sobek.
You.
Should stop doing that
Spying
silence.
through my focus again. Well, go on. What do you know about her?
Stay on your present course, and before long, you'll know her as well as I do. Maybe better. But be wary. Maker's End is crawling with Eclipse troops. To help you deal with them, I've left some useful equipment just outside the ruins. Your focus will show the location.
Alright. Well, Silence is doing his usual silence thing.
How does he know these things? He said Elizabeth Sobek. What kind of name is that?
Heh. I find that really amusing. Alright. Do I want to bother killing these things? I think I'm just gonna, like, run right past if I can. Might not be able to.
This won't go quietly.
Oh, nope. Definitely can't. Am I using the right kind of arrows? Oh, I hate the dodge button. Let me go! Let me go! Man. Oh, I got him. Okay. I was like, oh no, I missed him. Really? Why can't I hit that horn? There we go. Okay. Well, didn't really get much choice on whether to fight or not. Got a campfire around here somewhere? Oh, it's right ahead of me. Okay. And we got a dead thing over here. I like dead things. Dead things don't attack you. Unless it's a zombie game, I suppose. I don't remember what I was saying before all that. So, good talk, good talk. Let's see, stream seems to be doing well. Small machine
Lucky
cores.
me.
Oh my gosh, I need so many medium machine cores. There's so much stuff I can't upgrade in Forbidden West because I don't have enough machine cores. And I was gonna run up there so I could glide off, but that's not a thing I can do. There's a quest here somewhere. Is that nil? Pretty sure it's nil. I don't want to do all this mess right now. We are gonna go this way.
Stocking up.
I'm gonna try and go out of range, go around them. Hopefully not die. And then eventually we'll come back. We'll talk to what's-his-face. it's getting rainy. We're getting up north-ish. Let's go ahead. Change our outfit. Let's go ahead with this thing. And then, yeah, North Scout's fine. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, we're going around all that mess. See, the problem is, if this weren't a stream, yeah, I'd totally do that. But,
I'll tuck
like,
that
it's
away.
a stream, and it's like, okay, well, I want to get through, like, what we're doing. And if I mess with this, we'll get to the Maker's End. I'll get halfway through, and it'll be like, okay, well, it's been, like, 3 hours, and basically, I'm at a time limit and kind of done with all this, so I gotta kind of choose to ignore and go around for the nonce at any rate. Okay. Big old chickeny boy. Oops, let's, do I not have electricity? Thought I had, like, an electricity bow. Oh, I don't even know anymore. Ugh. I'm not used to this bow layout, or this weapon wheel layout.
Start.
Well, those pieces really went fine. And there is another one. Okay, it seems like all the monster-y doos. Did I send any pieces flying off? Oh, charger. Okay, we finally scanned one of those. I keep forgetting about what I have and haven't scanned because I'm so used to just knowing what everything is and does. It's mountable. Cauldron Psi overrides. When a threat is detected, these herd machines will actively pursue and attack in numbers. Wonderful. It's like my favorite thing about them.
Definitely not scrap.
Okay. Oh, I thought I could land on that little corner. Oh, I should have known. It's not Assassin's Creed. Oh. Hello. Behemoth. Alright. Xi overrides? Z overrides? 11 overrides? I don't know. Charges and overruns targets with its great bulk or uses lifting engines to launch rocks at range. Weak to shock. I do not remember those things being right here. I don't remember that at all. One of my favorite places. This place is so cool.
I wonder if it's a big storm this time.
I forgot I could do that zoomy in looking thing. Tells you it's kind of been a little bit, huh?
Red Lightning's trouble.
Whoa! Okay, they're coming out of the woodworks now. No! Oh, I can't believe that didn't damage me. Okay, that's everything. Woo! I thought for sure I was about to get smushed. I should have got smushed. Man, that wind is really something, huh? Oops, I can't do a pulse. I really kind of didn't like the pulse when I first started playing Forbidden West, and now I'm used to it, and I'm like, don't have a pulse. How can I get by and not... How can I play this game and not have a pulse? Kind of wish they'd, like, mod in that ability. Put a patch in for Zero Dawn, you know? Okay, let's trade with the merchant. Probably got some stuff to trade, but who knows? Let's see. I really should probably just sell all this stuff, but I think I'm used to holding on to it, so... Okay. I must have sold before I ended last time, because I'm pretty good. Alright, let's get into it. Let's get down to business and find my mom. Let's get down to business and defeat this mob. It's the saddest bunch of criminals you can bet I've ever seen. I don't think that's really how that goes. I mixed up a couple lines there so far as pacing goes. Don't know that I need. Can't even see in there. Oop. Oh, I thought I had him. Oh, that was a headshot. Nice.
You can see them. They can't see you.
Well, I never believed that.
Eclipse, just like you said.
Oh, that should have been a headshot. That should have been a headshot too. Wow, I suck. I used to be so proud of how good I was. Oh, hey, that's right. We've got a thingy there. Odyssey to Nowhere. I love the info about the Odyssey. That was always my favorite thing in this game. Thinking about all the stuff with the Odyssey. Funeral for an Obsolete Future, an Odyssey to Nowhere. Paris, July 7th, 2057. 25 persons from 5 nations stand before the offices of Odyssey Euro West, hands clasped solemnly at their waists or held stiffly at their sides. Some are politicians, some are businessmen. These days, is there a difference? No, of course not. There's never been. Some are scientists. Slowly, Gerhard Weitz steps to the podium. I regret to announce that, as of today, the Odyssey is no more. What exists of the vessel will be abandoned in orbit. All personnel will collect severance income and be released from their contracts. The sad fact is that our species' greatest hope for an extraplanetary future was never able to escape the gravity of terrestrial, all too human conflicts. White's sighs. Perhaps the innovations we pioneered will help improve the lives of future generations. Time will tell. Or it won't. Okay, here's a dead guy. Let's loot him. Loot all the corpses.
I can always use these.
Oh. This is a really small building. I wonder what this was intended for, what it was used for. Looks like there's windows, but there's a whole lot of concrete all around. You know, it's not concrete, it's some metal or something. I don't know what it is. Oh my gosh, stop jumping up on the thing. All the things, all the time, eh? I think my first playthrough, there's ancient debris over here. I ran through all these buildings all over the place. Oh, okay, that's different. All the different ways you're not supposed to be able to get into. Looks like a crater. I wonder if that's a bomb. Why did they make a stand here? That's what I want to know. Why did the war end up in this place? Yeah, these are definitely craters. Which is cool. I like that they put them there. It's a good attention to detail. I don't know that there's any place where there's lots of war machines in Forbidden West where there's also, like, craters all around. I could be mistaken. But I can't think of anything that I've come across that's like, oh, yes. Of course, there's craters all over here, too, just like I would expect. I guess I missed a couple.
Let's make this quick.
I'm really sad they took the jump cheat out. Now I actually have to, like, be good and stuff. Because you have to be good to be able to do the jump cheat too, though. It's just a different kind of good, you know? Because when I first started doing the jump cheat, when I first learned of it, you know, I wasn't any good. Alright. Don't see anything that indicates something around here that is... Ah, there we go.
Right where he said it would be.
Rope caster, all
Not a
sorts
bad
of stuff.
selection. I'll put those to use. Why are you doing this?
Because I want you to succeed. Good hunting. We'll talk later.
Wait! Damn him.
Oh, believe me, I wish we could. Alright, usually I also take care of the... Ooh, get the new ancient vessel. Very nice. Looks like a cheap thermos from the 80s. Metallurgic International. Let's real quick run back to our person. Merchant. That's the thing I'm thinking of. With the merchants, we will be able to sell some of the stuff we've just gotten that I don't need to carry with me all through that this next area we're going to be going into. Kind of surprised those things didn't pop back. Alright, let's make sure we don't have any hearts to sell. Doesn't look like there's any lenses to sell. Nope, all good. Sell all this junk. Cool. Alright. Now we should have enough to get us through this area. Coming up here, I don't remember this area being particularly full of stuff to weigh us down. But just these kinds of areas in generally do. So it doesn't hurt. This is another one of those areas where I usually spend a whole lot of time and effort trying to be stealthy and go through, and then I always end up just having to
I can get out of this.
Is it burning? Guess it's not really.
Archers. These guards. The Eclipse and corrupted machines. Cooperating. One happy family.
What the? I feel like I remember that usually working better. You can see it from so far away now, too. Oh, I really miss having the little eyeball.
The snow's got a bite.
Forged dirt delvers made off with any riches long ago, but not the ancients buried in the ground.
Alright, before we get in the middle of this, drink some tea. Trying to think if I remembered to mix my honey in. Boom, blow them up, blow them up, blow them up. Oh, good. Sometimes they run away and you don't get a chance to blow them up. Not sure how these arrows stay on fire. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I? Yeah, I can go into photo mode. Oh, how do I work photo mode? She's on a hill, so it's hard to look directly at the arrow. It's just got some cloth or something on there? Okay, well, I don't know how that's working, but... see, I'm just gonna be wasting a whole bunch of time. I need to just, like, shoot people. Not bother being so careful. What level are these guys? 6? Yeah, I can use regular arrows on them.
Let's
Get
do
over
this.
here! She's coming!
Ah. These arrows are so slow. What kind of arrow fires this slowly?
Can't hit anything with
Tell me about it, bruh.
kids.
This will go a lot faster if you just come.
Crunch.
No danger. Almost makes me miss the red raids.
Okay, well, I don't know if that was the best move, but it was certainly quicker. There's like a pressure to perform and do well when you're like streaming, you know?
These dig sites, they're massive.
Let's see, anything I'm missing? There's goods up there. You can't just leave something. It doesn't matter how much stuff I've had from, you know, how many different playthroughs. You can't just leave stuff laying around, you know? It's wasteful. I don't just have to have supplies. I've got to have all the supplies. Every single supply.
All these ruins. What did the old ones do here?
Oops, I didn't want 3. But okay.
Now let's get on with it.
Oh, I still missed. Shoot again, they'll know exactly where I'm at, so we can't do that.
Can stop tensing up.
Oh, man. 1's not enough, then 2's not enough. 3 is apparently enough. It only does a little bit of burning. Okay. Gotta figure out how to get down there. I don't know why I bother trying. Pretty much every time it comes down to, oh, fuck it. Let's just do it. I know where I'm at now, but that's okay. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, home dude knows where I'm at. Whoa, there he is. Oh, you got me finally. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna come down here then. Oh gosh, where am I? Move, 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 move. Run, 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 run. Nut shot. That ought to be a critical hit, right? They're like coming up behind me though. Oop. Okay, not as many headshots in there as I would have liked. But still okay, I guess. Woo! That was scurry. Oh, a couple tight binds there. Now, one spot where I managed to get the corruptor's weak points and break them all in a row. It was standing over here, and I was standing over here. They kept shooting at me, and I can't believe that they managed to shoot at me so long without hitting me. That really shouldn't have been possible.
What have they been uncovering here?
Okay. First you shoot them, then you loot them. Director lens. Alright, let's get up there. Anything up there that we've left? Doesn't look like it. Oh good, it's getting brighter. Oh, my eyes are starting to hurt. Alright. Oh, it's a rat. I was like, I've seen something there. Oh, I really want to jump off this thing and glide. Alright, let's actually get into it
Save
now.
this for later.
The hard part's still yet to come. Those are all such wonderful noises that
An explosion.
don't sound like regret whatsoever. Oh look, a thing called a Deathbringer. Unearthed ancient weapon platform built to deliver overwhelming force, prone to overheating. Good thing something with a name like Deathbringer shouldn't be too difficult, right? Some purple. Ah, we got another vessel. Let's see, cracked and battered vessel. Rocky Mountain Thunderheads. Okay. Well, we're gonna take a moment to drink some tea. After the stress that was and the stress that will be. I think I forgot to mix up the honey.
Another explosion.
Investigate the explosions. Oh, do I really have to, Gorilla? I think I'd rather just not. Can't tell me there's not somewhere else, some other way to get where I want to go. No grass to hide in here. Ooh, I forgot about how not great these graphics are.
And fire! All weapons operational. Time to get it moving, and be quick about it. No daydreaming. Keep it running. Another Deathbringer to fill out the ranks.
Has to be one of the Deathbringers all on top. Unless I destroy that thing first.
Let's see, this usually ends up being quite the cluster, so...
I'm ready. Gotta be.
Quick and quiet. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a regular arrow. Crap, 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 crap. Don't worry, it was just the Deathbringer. He accidentally shot you, that's all.
Focus. It stopped working.
I've disabled his focus. The rest is up to you.
I'll handle it. Steam's blasting out. I wonder if those are weak points.
Well, duh. Oh, nothing to see here.
Hitting that thing really hurt it.
Why do I suck so much? There we go. And this is one of the easier ones to fight. Oh yeah, much easier. Oh, you always do manage just to duck out in just the right amount of time, jerks.
Did it.
Okay, how do we get up there again?
Punch. All right. That Eclipse officer had a focus. Let's see what's on it.
Whoa. Alright, well that was a lot easier than I remember it being any other time before. Wonder if I just didn't suck this time. That's probably all it is. Oh, there he is. Can I kill somebody over here? Okay, how does I get up theirs? Alright, alright. Doing at least kind of fairly well so far. There should be the rest of the challenge for us in this area. Spoilers, I guess. I wonder what was this? If this was like the courtyard or the inside of the building or... Some hearts. Can I, like... No, apparently not. Whoa, look at all that. Nice. And the Deathbringer heart. That's our first big time payout. Alright, I think that's all the corpses except this last one. So let's do it. Oops.
Let's see what you have to say. What is this?
The entity lives. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
I want to know what the hell these focuses are made out of, if they can explode like that. I'm sure as hell not going to put one of those on my face.
What was that? Hades? Hey! Mysterious stranger, did you see that? No answer, huh? Figures. Things just keep getting stranger. I need to find a way.
He was watching. This looks like it was like blasted open or something. It's kind of round, which seems kind of weird. Seems like a weird entrance.
Looks tight, but I can squeeze through.
Guess it's not a real entrance though. Unless it's all collapsed. Come on. Ah, I forgot this had a vault door.
Hold for identiscan.
One of these again.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
Feels good. Finally make it in one of those doors. I love this game for like just being able to stand in a place like this. All these ruins.
Dr. Sobek, you are 355,510 days overdue for your meeting with Mr. Farrell. Please proceed to the 35th floor.
Wait. 350,000. That's hundreds of years ago. What's going on?
First time you play through all this, it's so awesome. Just like being able to walk through all the ruins, but like when you first hear that, I remember the first time I played, and I'm thinking, what? What is going on? You know? Let's see. Not going up. Looks like there's just a ladder. Come on. You can't look at where you want to go in climbing in this or Forbidden West. You have to look straight at her back where you can't see anything and then push the direction she has to go from looking at her back. Alright, we're not supposed to go this way, so this is the direction I want to go first. Makes you wonder what's in all these cases and stuff. Why were they just sitting all around, you know? Meetings, meeting rooms, equipment, phones that still kind of work, it looks like. All very compuzzling.
Looks good.
Alright, let's read that thing.
The protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, quantum encryption, black quartz stuff, way beyond military grade. That's what you demanded. So that's what we delivered.
You don't code something you can't crack. All we need is a backdoor. Upload the latest service pack update and the problem goes away.
You specifically forbade us from leaving anything resembling a backdoor in code. Every protocol to Black Quartz standard. Your words. Look, if you need me to fudge some projections, it's nothing we haven't done before.
I don't need fudged projections. I need a way to reassert control over the Heart's Timor swarm.
I don't know what to tell you, Ted. You're asking the impossible.
So, codes. They needed codes of some kind to control the machines. But they got out of control. Sounds bad.
What's that kid, that Taylor kid, that we saved when we were little and we met him? All I can think of is Teb. Except that I'm thinking of also Ted, as in Ted Farrow, like that person whose voice we were just listening to. And I was thinking Feb? But that doesn't seem right either, so I don't know. I don't remember what that kid's name is, but the FAS or FSA guy was that same voice actor, it seemed like. Okay, what do we got over here? Supposed to go that way. See, life would suck because the past was the worst. But like if I could go through and like explore ruins like these. Ugh. It might just offset just how worse the past was. That's so cool, so mysterious. Ruins. What was it for? What were they doing?
A Deathbringer. Or a statue of one, anyway. A machine built to kill. And they honored it?
Welcome to Faro Automated Solutions, where all the problems of tomorrow are being solved today. With over 25,000 human employees based in nations and corporate holdings across the globe,
wow, that many?
Faro leads the world in every sector of self-sustaining, fully automated technology. From revolutionary consumer products close to home, like the Faro Focus, to the dynamic chariot line of peacekeeping robots halting bloodshed in conflict zones across the globe, Faro remains committed to making the future smarter, brighter, safer, and always surprising. Faro Automated Solutions. For every problem of life, a smart solution.
So they made the Focus.
I forgot they made the Focus.
People? That's bigger than a tribe. So they made machines and devices. I guess those things were common in their world.
I love this little bit when, in this game especially, towards the beginning, as Aloy like learns about this past world. How, you know, oh, 25,000 people, that's so big, it's bigger than the tribe, and it's like, yeah, it's 25,000 people all across the globe, and most everything they do is probably run by software and robots, so like, it probably doesn't even really count. You know, like, in our world where like we get rid of everything, add a zero, and we already have how many robots and software solutions so that you don't have to hire people, you know?
Welcome
I didn't want to do that.
Where all the problems of tomorrow.
Oh, there we go. Whew. I feel like I do that every time. Oh, hello. Reception log. 9:54 a.m. on July 7th, 2064. Field Commandant Dying of the Indo-Malay Agricultural Combine arrived with his delegation. Refreshments to be served before their 10:15 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, food will be vegetarian only. 10:07. Sander Agnew, Vice President of Territorial Integrity from Fresh Grounds Coffee Global, arrived with his entourage. Refreshments to be served before their 10:30 a.m. sales presentation on the Chariot line. Per instructions, we'll use Fresh Grounds Tacoma blend, no artificial creamers. 10:12. So that happened. Called security and janitorial to clean up the coffee that was spilled. Actually, it's more like thrown. I wasn't aware that the Indo-Malay Combine grows coffee beans, and that Fresh Grounds' acquisition team has tried to take their fields by force repeatedly. I think Commandant Daing had Angu by the hair for a second there. Who schedules these things? I'm going to drop a line to sales. This can't happen again. Okay. That's a little hole in the ground. Guess we're all good.
What was this place? What were they doing here?
It was a corporation. A group of people not unlike a tribe. And they made machines.
Yeah, go on.
I've uploaded some data files to your focus. They'll help you understand.
Alright, let's start with definition of a corporation. I like how it's like an actual dictionary thing. Like, nobody in this world knows what a noun is anymore. No one knows the IPA pronunciation standard. They don't know what the upside down E is. Corporation. An association of individuals created under authority of law. No one knows what that is. Having existence, powers, and liabilities distinct from those of its members. In a business sense, a corporation is usually owned by shareholders through the sale or distribution of stock who profits from such ownership, vote at designated times for its governance, and designate executives who run its affairs. Most corporations engage in one or more industries to produce goods or offer services for profit, and may in turn own other corporations, companies, or property as holdings. History of FAS. Faro Automated Solution, FAS, is an American multinational corporate entity that produces robots for all walks of life, though its core business consists of military and defense contracts. As of 2063, FAS is ranked number 1 among the Fortune 5 by gross revenue and profits for 10 years in a row, a world record. Founded in 2033 by Theodore Ted Faro, an entrepreneur from Salt Lake City, Utah, the company developed several promising robot prototypes in its early years, but failed to break into markets dominated by then-industry giants like General Synthetics and Recorp. This changed in 2038 with the debut of the Alfred line of levitating personal servitors, which generated exceptional sales, lifting the company onto the Fortune 50 for the first time. Profits tripled in the 2040s as the company's environmental efforts, led by famed engineer Elizabeth Sobeck, catapulted FAS to the head of that sector. In 2049, in the wake of successful green and climate cleanup efforts around the globe, worldwide approval ratings of FAS exceeded 90%, and founder Ted Faro was hailed across media and social networks as the man who saved the world. Oof. Hope he can get it through doors with his head still. Yet it was the emergence of FAS as a military contractor in the late 2040s that cemented its status as the world's wealthiest corporation, with a record market capitalization of over $23 trillion. By 2055, FAS controlled 61% of the market share for automated military platforms, holding contracts with 353 nations, seems like a lot, trains governmental organizations and corporate entities. Today its holdings exceed the second largest corporation, FB FB Mobile Global by 321%. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a play on Facebook. Moby, I assume, is mobile. Hal probably being like holographic. Global, which I find amusing because they're basically saying Facebook. If that's the play they're making, Facebook's going to change its name and add what it does to its name and go into new markets, which is pretty much what Facebook did because it's now Meta for those exact same reasons. So that was a good call on their part. Also, by current projections, when this game was 23 trillion. By that time, so far as companies becoming greedy and inflation seemed like a good one, but I think probably it'd be much more than that by the current state of inflation. Should that be real life? Bio of Ted Farrow. Theodore Ted Farrow, born December 24th, 2013, is an American entrepreneur and business magnate. He is the founder of Farrow Automated Solutions, the largest corporation of all time, the world's wealthiest individual, and the first ever trillionaire. Born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah, he enrolled at the University of California, Los Angeles, where he studied business for 2 years before dropping out in 2033 to start FAS. Though it struggled at first, the company broke through at the end of the troubled 2030s with its popular lines of personal servitors and bodyguard bots. Then exploded when its famous line of green robots led the race to solve the climate crisis during the 2040s clawback. At the end of that decade, FAS opened a military defense branch, dominating the world market for automated military platforms by 2053. The success of FAS has made Mr. Farrow the world's best-known businessman, one of its most sought-after speakers, and a major voice in politics, culture, and international affairs, because of course they would. I find that interesting. That's a Salt Lake City, in Utah. I believe that is a place you can go in Forbidden West. I've never not seen anything so far where it's like a big neon sign that said, Ted Farrow was born here or anything, so interesting. And finally, the big lady herself. Elizabeth Sobeck, born March 11th, 2020, is an American scientist, roboticist, and engineer, widely regarded as one of the greatest minds of the 21st century. Born and raised outside Carson City, Nevada, she enrolled at Stanford University at age 13. I forgot about that. I forgot she was like a certified genius. Earning a BS in experimental physics and computer science at age 16. She completed her PhD in robotics and artificial intelligence design at Carnegie Mellon University in 2040 and joined Farrow on PhD at 20. Joined Farrow Automated Solutions as a junior scientist the same year, rising quickly to chief scientist at the age of 22. So, over 2 years. Over the next 8 years, her green robot designs played a vital role in realizing the environmental cleanup and detoxification efforts of the clawback decade, propelling FAS to the forefront of its field. In 2048, she suddenly resigned from FAS, protesting the company's pivot to automated military technologies. In 2049, she founded Miriam Technologies, a firm devoted to life-positive robotics and other technologies. Miriam has since become one of the world's largest suppliers of green robots, not robotics, winning numerous awards and accolades, including the 2053 Nobel Prize for Physics and the 2056 Rachel Carson Award for Environmental Progress. Is the Rachel Carson Award a real award? Or did they make that up? I don't know. Well, I hope when she signed on, she got a whole bunch of stock in FAS and was able to profit off of her own significant ability. How do I make the, there we go. Yeah. That was a whole lot of reading. And this is one of those things where there's a part of the game where we did all the actiony stuff to get in here. Now there's a whole bunch of exploration and reading in this one. But it's totally worth it because you're like, what is going on? And you slowly learn more and more and you're still like, what is going on? And then you eventually learn what is going on. That is the what's going on. I believe that's what cool kids say these days, right? Right. chair. Okay.
Now I know this must seem like a bizarre change in direction. I mean, we're Faro Automated Solutions, right? #1 robotics firm in the world. Why would we clear our production slate to fabricate human-operated vehicles and weapon systems, the relics of the past? All I can say at this juncture is... trust me. We will be exploiting a massive, growth opportunity by retooling and reallocating capacity according to my plan. So I will need revised projections of mass fabrication velocity across every pipeline within 36 hours.
So they were making machines, then they stopped to make other kinds of weapons? Why?
It's a really good thing that Ted's not smart enough to have realized that he could create the end of the world and then create the solution to the end of the world. And instead, it just kind of happened by accident. Okay.
The air. There's no smell to it. Not even old death. Nothing natural.
Okay, kind of forgot this was a thing. Is this where I think we get a thing? No, doesn't look like it. These are different colored lights in here. Must be a different branch or some such. Okay, we do not get the thing in here, which I thought we might get in here. Let's see, can I shoot through here? Yeah, looks like I could. Got another thingy. Let's see, regarding complaint from J. Friedkin to reception. Hey, reception, if that is your real name. Want to know who scheduled Indo Malay right next to Fresh Grounds? That would be me, Senior VP of Sales. Want to know why? After that little hair pulling incident, both sides increased their bids by 40%. I'll explain because your receptionist level brain probably requires it. There are two sides. Those two sides are fighting. And what do we sell? That's right, combat machines. We want them to hate each other. So they will try to fight each other with... what? That's right again, combat machines, which they will pay us a lot of money for. So I suggest you go back to serving coffee with a blank smile and let me do my much more complicated job. Thanks a bunch. That's Mr. Friedkin to you. Oh, I hate even reading that thing.
Another cave-in. But I could get through.
Those are the kind of people where it's just like, okay, I'm going to punch you in the face now. Alright. I need more tea. So we're going to take a little bio break here. I was hoping we'd be able to get all the way through this before we took a little bio break, but I need more tea. I need to pee. So, if you're currently on Twitch, I'll be back in a moment. And if you're watching the archived recording of this on YouTube, like, it'll fade out and fade back in like a second. So, you don't have to do nothing. Don't spill it. It's not good. Be kind to your tea, so that it is kind to you. And also you don't have to clean it up. And have hot water everywhere. And waste a tea bag. Not that I'm bitter. Definitely not. Alright, well that was quite a little windy passage there. Like this building is all very metal. Whoa! Okay. Oh, no. I managed not to fall. But I think I was supposed to. Okay.
Looks like I can climb here.
Does it now? Let's see what we can find. To see what we can see. I believe that's how it goes, yes. Come on, go sideways. Oh, I hate you. I hate this climbing system, gorilla. I was really hoping that they'd be able to work out the kinks in the Forbidden West, in the new one. Because there wouldn't be much to work out.
Made it.
But it definitely just got worse. That's all that happened. Alright, that's where we're supposed to go, but I don't want to do that. So let's walk around here and find stuff. We got a conference room. We got charts and figures, and this looks like a mall readout with all those, like, Wi-Fi and drinking and clothing and restrooms. Doesn't make much sense to me. Profits and meetings and stuff. And so these terminal things like this stick out in hallways all over the place throughout the game in different buildings like this. I do not know what they could possibly be used for. They look like they're supposed to be some heavy piece of equipment, but they're out in like the middle of the hallways and stuff quite often. And so I don't know what they're for. If they're just like public computer terminal access point things. Beats me. Alright, fast campus log. Campus security log, high priority alert, automated log note, all non-essential systems have entered hibernation. High priority alert, automated log note, full lockdown has been initiated. High priority alert. Due to the increasing frequency of violent protests targeting the campus, the security of FAST employees can no longer be guaranteed, because we don't care. Therefore, we have taken the difficult decision to shutter this facility indefinitely. We'd rather not have to deal with the consequences and not pay you and deal with all this nonsense than to actually take your safety seriously. Staff will be briefed on a block-by-block basis regarding proper procedure for archiving and or disposal of project-related data and materials. HiSec and a crisis team will then conduct exit review before all areas are locked down. Another high priority alert. Priority messaging to all staff and ENF blocks. Treat the current lockdown situation as an exercise, but do not attempt to release the hatches or otherwise exit the buildings, because we're going to tell you that it's just an exercise, but it's definitely real. A reminder that while HiSec personnel remain committed to employee safety during the current unfortunate events, personal firearms must be relinquished when presenting for Identiscan. Another alert. Additional public access roads en route to the campus have now been closed to relieve waiting time at the outer security cordons. HiSec reminds all staff that the campus remains off limits to the public. Following the recent campus security issues, all staff are reminded that presenting for Identiscan and displaying your security badge prominently at all times for image and analytics are both mandatory. In light of recent acts of terrorism directed at the rapid transit system, HiSec now offers a Big Brother initiative to accompany staff traveling from off-site. Sign-up is required and strongly encouraged. More additional entries. Man, they're having a blast, huh?
So people were angry at Faro, at the corporation. They blamed this place for something. something bad.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know what that could be. Oh, see, always end up with one extra thing. I wonder if I can... see, in regular resources, you can, like, deconstruct. But not there. We've got a spiritual summit. Wonderful. From Ted Farrow to Paula Vasara. Subject is Spiritual Summit. Paula, recent events have sharpened my perspective, and I think that I, and Foss in general, have been neglecting the spiritual side of things. Not under any specific religious framework, of course, but in a more general sense. As in, not giving enough thought to our shared values, hopes, and aspirations for the afterlife. I'd like you to reach out to religious leaders of every stripe with the intention of scheduling a conference soon. Very soon. I'll have more thoughts about the agenda later, but for now, let's put out some feelers and see if we can lock something in. Make it a big tent. No kooks, but anyone with a credible audience. Let's go deluxe. Make it clear we'll spare no expense. I have to make others feel less bad like I do. Surprised it is not mandatory to go into this room. Because there's some crazy stuff in here. Let's go around this way, I suppose. I don't remember which is the correct way to go, but...
The ACA-3 Scarab combines conventional and information warfare capabilities in one package. Designed for high-speed, all-terrain reconnaissance, it boasts the world's highest survivability rating of any Scout-class autonomous agent. Maybe it's the Scarab's emergency biomass conversion systems that ensure it always makes it back to base, even if fuel supply lines have been interdicted. Or maybe it's the Scarab's ability to slave enemy robots to its own network. Now that's force multiplication. Add a prehensile manipulator arm that can handle a host of functions, from 360-degree less lethal riot management to surgical repairs of Allied chariot line models. And you've got the workhorse of any cutting-edge peacekeeping fleet.
The Corruptor. Slave enemy robots to its own network. It sounds like it's talking about how it corrupts machines.
I don't see any earpieces.
The BOR-7 Horus. Imagine your complete engagement ecosystem comprehensively managed by a high-speed learning machine network. Whether your need is to replace battlefield losses or intensify force projection, the Horus's onboard manufacturing capabilities mean you'll never get stuck waiting for the next arms delivery. Simply redefine your force parameters, and the Horus will fabricate additional units to fill the ranks for an affordable per-unit licensing fee. Meanwhile, the biomass conversion systems of other chariot line models allow them to keep the Horus fueled, repaired, and ready, extending its operational tolerances beyond that of any competing Titan-class platform. That's the Horus advantage. Always regulating, always ready. The future of automated warfare made real today.
The Metal Devil. So these were Faro machines too. Manufacturing capabilities. They can make more of themselves. Then how would you ever stop them?
Shoot. Forgot that quick what I was getting ready to say. What was I getting ready to say about that thing? Oh, I don't remember.
The FSP-5 Kopesh provides a one-size-fits-all solution to main battle force capability. Metamaterial construction delivers unmatched recoil dampening, allowing you to field any weapon package that conforms to your budget needs and conflict resolution profile. Patented biomass conversion systems allow extended emergency operations with minimal environmental impact. Multilinear target processing provides simultaneous real-time threat analysis and legal review for autonomous domestic operations. Or control can be slaved to the swarm's neural network for weapons-free force application. Either way, when it's time to call out the big guns, it's time to call Kopesh.
The Deathbringer. So this was the heavy hitter. Main battle force indeed.
I was gonna say they were talking about the horse, and it's like a per unit licensing fee. And I was like, oh good, bringing SAS to Warfare 2. Because it's not already hated enough in every other application.
Looks like the way up. What's left of it.
Can I see all the way up? Eh, not quite. Okay. Let's climb. Okay. Guess we're going up some more. Alright. This seems to be our floor.
Be a long way up. Frozen metal most of the way. Not making this easy, Dr. Sobek.
Does she know what a doctor is?
If plants can find a way to hang on up here, guess I can too.
That's the spirit. Alright, now there's a couple different... No. There's a couple different ways to go. So we could go this way, but it's literally just going to be us climbing up.
It's cold.
So let's go here. Is this all the way up? Looks like it is all the way up. Oh, nope. Woo, okay. Oh, it was a bad time to try that for the first time. There's a couple different ways to go up this place. And sometimes you find certain things, and sometimes you miss certain things. And I can never remember what is where, so...
Full already.
I like to try and go up all the different ways. Yeah, I would not want to be this high up on the side of the building on a rusty hand grip with lots of wind. But maybe that's just me.
Forget about traveling light.
Alright, and we got stuff this way. And we've got more stuff in here. Wow, that's the first time it hasn't just like dropped me all the way to the bottom automatically. Ah, there we go. There's one. Let's see. All hands on deck. From Gordon Nakata to Gina Zierman. Gina, ever hear of the Melville Island Fruit Association? Neither had I until they filed suit against us this morning. Apparently, there's a little island paradise off the coast of Australia, population 2,700, all of whom hate us now that a stray Hart's Timber unit is chowing down on their largest mango orchard. That brings the official count of Hart's Timor-related lawsuits to 127, most of them from private companies, but also a bunch from individuals, nation-states, and NGOs. And that's not even counting the mother of all liability claims from Hart's itself. Call every external firm we've ever used, then call their competitors. We're going to need every corporate defense lawyer we can find who's still half sober on the bar. Associate General Counsel. Yeah, I wonder if they even bothered, given the fact of what's happened. Whether they just kind of were like, we're not bothering no more. See that little circle on the thing down there? I'm gonna assume we walked past that and that was not a thing to be read. Okay, so here's one way we can go up. This is where it really splits. Like how it's just meat in that thing there, and she's like, yeah, I'll take it. How long has that meat been there? Aha. Alright, let's put her in something warmer. I feel like I don't wear that all that often. Okay.
Should have brought a cart.
So far, I don't think this is the way up I thought it would be. Wait, how do I... Ooh, that's not scary. No, sir. What could I take? There we go. Must have accidentally hit another button. Okay, here is where we would have come up if we'd have kept going up. Okay, so I think we ended up getting in the same place. I think we're fine. The Bandasea incident. From Stacey Anders to Robert Resker. Dolphin video. Bob, another problem to add to our big steaming pile. Apparently a fisherman in the Bandasea captured video of a Hart's Timor Horus unit refueling via biomatter conversion along the shoreline of Pulau Wetar. Okay. on a pod of endangered dolphins, no less. Quite possibly the last of their kind. Not to get graphic, but it looks like what happens inside a blender, as if the robot was whipping up a big pink swirling milkshake of dolphin chum. Our suppression team has scrubbed it from 43 networks, but it's still propagating, so it's only a matter of time before it goes viral. A prepared statement feels grossly insufficient. Any suggestions? This one's a real stinker. Stacey Anders, VP PR of Bass. Okay, I'm gonna head down here actually, just to make sure that... Man, I guess this would have had to have been the only way to come up, right? I hate missing any of the, I'm just coming down to double check. Yeah, this would have been the only way. Okay. I don't want to miss any of those data point things if I can help it. How are you dressed in all these layers and, like, leather and fur and stuff, and you're still cold? Apparently it's raining through a steel wall now. Ugh, this camera angle right now is driving me nuts.
A way up. All it takes is a few good handholds.
Yes, how observant of you. And now it's not raining anymore. Because of course it's not.
Alright, made it. Wonder what we'll find.
Alright. We're gonna do this just because it's cool and it's fun and I don't want to forget. Also, I really wish you could, like... I really want them to do a patch where you can turn on the option of having the glider, like in Forbidden West. And, that's where it is.
Power cell. This should help me get to that ancient armor.
What a view. It's very cloudy, foggy right now. Sometimes it's not, and you can really see very far. It's pretty crazy. You can see hilltop with I think that's where we went with Erend. Forest down over there. Oh, if I could like jump from here with the glider. Oh, that'd be so fun. Bonk. Okay. Shabonk. I have taken several obligatory Titanic shots up here, because how could you not, you know? Alright, let's do this.
All data has been erased from this device. Do you wish to deploy Alpha privileges to recover purged data?
Oh yes, I believe I do.
A file has been recovered.
Alright, let's do it.
Elizabeth, good to, it's been years.
Where's your legal team, Ted?
No need. I dropped all 18 lawsuits the moment you landed. I assume your data confirms this.
Alright, this promises to be interesting.
Is Ted voiced by the guy who voices Erend?
Perhaps we could have lunch brought in. You know, get reacquainted.
I know you, Ted. You've screwed something up, something big, or you wouldn't have eaten the crow necessary to get me here. So, spit it out.
There's a glitch
Chariot line.
Your killer robots?
Peacekeepers, yes, those.
So shut them down.
Obviously, Liz, we would, if we could. They're not responding.
Are you telling me a swarm has gone rogue, Ted?
It's worse than that.
Show me the data then. And I'll take that lunch. Alone. Ted Faro brought Elizabeth Sobek here, but they hated each other.
Another phone has been recovered.
This isn't a glitch. It's a catastrophe.
Fully aware. It's bad.
Bad?
Jesus, Liz.
It's not bad, Ted. It's apocalyptic. You built a line of killer robots
Peacekeepers.
that consume biomass as fuel,
In emergencies.
and you made them capable of self-replication.
Limited, self-manufacture, controlled.
Not anymore. The glitch severed chain of command. The only nation this swarm answers to now is itself.
You think I did?
Everything else is just food. And at the rate it's replicating, Ted, it will strip the Earth bare in 15 months. We're not talking fall of civilization. We're talking extinction.
I get it, Liz. So how do I stop it while it's contained?
It's not contained. It can't be.
You know what I mean.
Right. Before the truth gets out, you mean?
Liz, I will do anything you say. Keep working it, and whatever you recommend, I'll do.
I'm gonna hold you to that, Ted. The Faro robots threatened all life on Earth. But somehow she defeated them. The world of the old ones fell, but life went on, or we wouldn't be here.
A final phone has been recovered.
I want to know why they were arguing. Rah, rah, rah. I'm Elizabeth. Rah, rah, rah. Okay, I'm leaving. Where am I going? I left. Left how? Left where? Isn't that the door? This doesn't really look like a stairwell. Anyway, I guess you get some creative license.
Project Zero Dawn. Jesus, Liz. There has to be another way.
If there were a nicer way to fix your mess, I would have proposed it.
But this? This? When I asked you to find a cure, I didn't expect it to be worse than the disease.
It's not, Ted. It may be grim, but it's our only chance. Now sign the proposal.
Sign it? I can't sign that.
Yes, you can.
That? Liz, I cannot in good conscience sign that.
You've got a choice, Ted.
I know.
I'm speaking to you from a VTOL en route to U.S. Robot Command. In 15 minutes, I meet with General Harris and the rest of the Joint Chiefs.
What? Are you crazy?
Now your choice is what I tell them. Sign, and I'll tell them the wealthiest corporation on Earth has guaranteed the funds necessary to build Zero Dawn. Exactly as I've designed it. Or don't sign, and I will make sure they and everyone else on this planet knows the real cause of the glitch.
Jesus, Liz. You don't have to threaten me.
Apparently she does.
I'll sign.
You're quite the moron.
Look on the bright side, Ted. From here on out, you get to do what you've always been good at. Footing the bill while others get their hands dirty.
They're not on the best of
God,
terms.
forgive me.
What made her solution so terrible? What did she do to stop the robots?
Executive access detected. Express lift opened.
I like how I was able to get the stuff from it, but it didn't care or detect about my executive access before then and unlock the door then. Also, on a slight a lesser note, it had 3 videos that said, here's a video. Here's another video that's been recovered. Playing them each at a separate time. And then, here's a final video. It said a final video, not here's another one. It said final. How does it know to use the word final?
This doesn't add up. Sobek couldn't have been my mother. She lived ages ago. All this searching, and I'm still no closer.
That's your reaction to everything you've just learned? To whine like a spoiled child?
You should really try talking that way to me face to face.
As you wish. Do you really have no idea how monumental are the discoveries you just made, Aloy? I expected more of you.
So, you have a face. Got a name to go with it?
Of all the questions you could ask right now, that's the one you choose. I've spent decades searching the ruins of the old ones, trying to solve the mystery of what happened to them. For years, I've suspected that Faro robots destroyed their civilization, but I could never confirm it. And in minutes, you uncover more ancient knowledge than I have in a lifetime, and what you want to know is my name. Silence. That's my name. Now, why don't you try asking another question? Something less trivial.
How about you just fuck off? How about that? Did I say that out loud? Whoops. Pretty sure I've done both of these before. I don't know if I've done the if you're so smart thing. Either way, you don't come out of this good. Silence always makes sure that he is the one with the last word. That he scores the most points if you even manage to score any against him. And make sure to do so while reaffirming to you in every possible way that you are a speck of dust beneath his notice and barely have any brain cells. So we're just gonna...
If you're so smart, why do you know so little after a lifetime scratching around in the dirt? It's not my fault you're bad at what you do. I came to these ruins looking for Elizabeth Sobek, not because of the things she did centuries ago, but because people are trying to kill me right now, today. I've got bigger problems to deal with than your crap.
Congratulations. You just graduated from whining to throwing a temper tantrum. I'm sure Elizabeth would be proud. You need to get a grip on yourself and start thinking straight. Only then will you see just how big your problems really are.
What exactly are you talking about?
You've chased a personal riddle into a crowd of larger mysteries. The common thread is your connection to Elizabeth Sobek.
But what is that connection? She couldn't have been my mother if she lived centuries ago.
We don't know the connection yet. The only way to find out is to keep going, to keep making discoveries. Thanks to you, we've only just now learned that Faro robots once threatened to end life on Earth.
But it didn't happen. The old one's civilization was destroyed, but life was saved.
Obviously. So, what did Elizabeth do? How did she stop the robots before all was lost?
What was Project Zero Dawn?
Exactly the question. Now, are you ready to go get the answer?
Of course I am.
Then why are you still standing here?
See what I mean? See, she's talking to him. I wouldn't have. That little bit. Be like, oh, now you want to show up? And you want to... I'd have just kept walking away from him and let him talk himself out. Ignore him. Maybe turn my focus off.
Not so fast, Silence. You've got some explaining to do.
I've told you quite enough. If you still got questions, be quick about it and stop wasting my time.
Let's go through them.
So far as I can tell, the Eclipse are just following orders. It's Hades who wants me dead. Who is he?
I don't know. The Eclipse describe him as a buried shadow, some kind of devil.
That thing that spoke to me outside. that made that focus explode. That was Hades. It didn't seem like a person or a machine. More like a phantom. With a terrible voice.
All that's certain is that he wants you dead.
Because of my connection to Elizabeth.
Never changed my face
Has to
paint.
be.
Hades is using the Eclipse to resurrect Pharaoh robots.
But if Elizabeth found a way to stop them centuries ago, if she made special weapons, maybe Hades is worried I'll do the same thing.
In some of the ancient data I've recovered, there are hints of so-called super weapons being developed. Maybe to stop the robots, the civilization of the old ones had to destroy itself. Now, if that's enough talking, be on your way.
Oh no. I'm just getting started. You've been getting a free ride on my focus, risking nothing while I risk everything. All I have to do is take this thing off my head, and you'll be blind, deaf, and dumb. So quit complaining and answer my questions.
Very well. Proceed.
You said you've known for some time that Pharaoh war machines destroyed the civilization of the old ones.
The evidence pointed that way. But until now, I never knew the full scope of their danger. That they could process organic matter into fuel, or that the Horus class could manufacture more robots. Like a cauldron on legs.
But the robots we've seen so far, the Corruptors and Deathbringers, they don't do those things.
Not yet, anyway. So far, we haven't encountered any that are undamaged. At full power, who knows what they're capable of?
That's the thing. In this game and the different things you come across, you don't come across any that are degrading biomatter, as a fuel. I always wondered why that is. If it's like, they just haven't been, that functionality just hasn't been restored to them yet, or what the deal is.
Who are you, Silence? And what are your intentions?
You really need to make this personal? I'm a lone wanderer who left his tribe behind a long time ago. An explorer of forbidden places, a searcher of lost knowledge. Exactly as I said.
Why do you know so much about the Eclipse?
I happen to know a lot about a lot of things. If what you're really asking is whether I work for the Eclipse or anyone else, I don't. I am nothing if not independent.
You've been using my focus to spy on me. How's that possible?
Every focus emits a signal, a voice, that only other focuses can hear. I know how to string those voices together, how to make them talk to each other, to communicate, even over vast distances.
How do you learn to do that?
Years of study and experimentation. In principle, it's not so different from how you override machines. I override focuses.
And you can spy through other Eclipse's focuses too.
Usually. All I'll say is that overriding the connections is complicated.
So she's seeing a projection of him. But how is his projection being made? Is he also seeing a projection of her? Is the focus like putting a little pulse through her body and then... But see, that wouldn't show, like, we can see his clothes and stuff. So how does the focus, do you have to have a special... We're looking at Silence, but maybe he's not looking at us because he's standing in front of something that, scans and gives a hollow projection, whereas Aloy's not. Interested in that.
Is there any chance that Elizabeth Sobek could still be alive somehow?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. Some of the ancient data I've recovered includes mentions of life extension techniques. Pharmaceuticals, mostly, an ancient word for medicine. But some were still trying to perfect ways of freezing and unfreezing people.
Freezing and unfreezing people?
Cryogenics, they called it. But there were problems with it. Given Elizabeth's technological acumen, I can't definitively rule out that she found a way to make herself immortal. But this is speculation, wasting time.
Elizabeth told Ted Faro she was headed for a place called U.S. Robot Command to tell people about Zero Dawn.
The place still exists as a ruin. The Asaram call it the Grave Horde.
Grave Horde? Cheery name.
You'll find it in the eastern mountains, buried under the tangled coils of a metal devil, or a BOR-7 Horus, rather, as we're learning to call them. I'll contact you when you get there.
I can't wait. Someday we'll meet in person, and your manners had better be improved. Well, getting down will be a lot faster than getting up here, at least. U.S. Robot Command next. To learn the secrets of Zero Dawn.
What was I thinking? A lot of this stuff that we're doing all happens to be in the part of the world that all this map covers, which seems to me to just cover, like, this is like the eastern side of the Rocky Mountains. It's the only thing I can think of. Or, you know, like, I don't really know how the Rocky Mountains work, but they're, like, pretty wide, aren't they? So you've got, like, a bunch of the Dust Bowl, like, way over to the east. It's real flat. And then you get to, like, the mountains, and it's, like, mountainous, and then there's, like, big old valleys, and then more mountains, and then valleys, and then mountains and valleys. But I don't know if that's how that actually works or not. I've never been... I was going to say, I've never been west of the Mississippi, but I actually have been to Wisconsin. We drove there. That was like a real straight trip there and back. That wasn't like a, ooh, let's go explorating, that kind of a trip, you know? Why is there a green check mark next to that? Okay. Anyway, we're gonna jump down, and then we're gonna probably come over here. We're gonna do that thing. There was a quest there. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, actually, we should do this corrupted zone when we get down. Whee! This magic rope thing she's got. It's like connected enough so that she can hang from it and fall down, but then loose enough so that she can, like, flick her wrist and it comes loose without her, like, falling and dying on the way down. Also, she's got, like, infinite amounts of it for all different heights that just gradually unwind very gently. Apparently some people have explored these places and left some meat, as one does when they go places. I always leave meat. Sure, there's a dirty joke in there somewhere. Huh. I really noticed that before, but that looks like a thing we learn about later. That's interesting that it's here in these headquarters. Wonder what the dealie is there. That rope's just coming out of her butt somewhere. Disappears somewhere. It's one of those things where it's like, the non-realism really bugs me, but at the same time it's like, because of the non-realism, it's so much more fun. Like, I can carry multiple outfits and multiple weapons and, you know, things like that. Pretty sure there's nothing left here. So let's go find this corrupted zone. We'll try not to die. No promises. Getting dark just in time. Wonderful. Shiboop. That is it. Go around the pole. What are you doing? I hope those crabs stay away. Hate having to fight the crabs while there's other stuff going on. Alright, we got a save in. Yeah, looks like it'll just stay up there. What do we got? We've got Ravager. And whatever one of those things are.
Here.
Whoa, there's another one. Oh, crap. Trying to fireball you, buddy. Oh crap. I did connect the... Or I did attract the crabs. Okay, that could have been worse, I suppose. Hopefully those crab things don't come looking for me. Big old open area here. I didn't realize I was so low on health. And I always forget this is ultra hard, so they pack a whole lot of extra punch. Oh, that's right, I needed Ravager trophies. Nice. See, that's the nice thing. If you can get that quest early enough, when you're just running around doing stuff, you'll automatically complete. Stalker and Sawtooths. Alright, we're gonna save. And then we're gonna travel. Okay, he was standing on a hill last time, so let's travel there. Hopefully we don't get attacked by those horsies. I had to sip while I take a couple, or I had to pause while I take a couple sips of tea. Okay, he doesn't have a thing over his head anymore, but he did. And he's still here, so...
I waited for you. Time passing pulls the anticipation tight as wire. How many has it been now?
I don't keep count, Nil.
Don't keep count. Sometimes I just don't get you. Are you like us, or a little different?
Hopefully a little different.
That's what you're gonna tell yourself. Shall we get started?
Never had that conversation with him, I do believe. Or don't believe, however you would phrase that. Oh. Six, 10, okay. Can't really see. There we go. Oh, good. I was really hoping that was a set because I couldn't tell. Why is it always gotta be rainy? Oh, I need to put on some appropriate face paint. Let's see, which one... What's with those eyes? I love that face. She's like, ugh. Usually try to do tribe-specific face paints, but I'm not a big fan of the Banuk face paints, to be honest. Woo, thank goodness. Too far away to really see their faces or their heads, and it's so dark. Thank God I don't have to worry about masks in this one. Ugh, I hate that.
They're still looking.
In Forbidden West. There's masks everywhere. So you can't get a good headshot in. There's no real stealth attack. Oh, darn it.
Big trouble.
There we go. Oh, now he's gonna just run on in there, isn't he? It's like, what part of follow my lead don't you understand? Don't think I can get him through the... Let's just keep going around. Okay, there's a back way in. That's good to keep in mind. Well, we were done found out. Oh, he's gonna call for backup. Maybe not. Did he decide not to? Get out of the way, grass. Oh, I guess he did call reinforcements. Let's actually go back out and keep running around. Oop. Got a little wet.
Please tell me. This is it.
Nope, no, there's not. Nothing here. Well, that wasn't a headshot. Alright, wow, I really didn't see them there. Can I revive him or something? Nope. We're gonna come back this way and walk in through this, like, side door.
They're giving up.
Try and kind of cordon everyone and everything off. Well, that was rude. She just died right in front of us.
I think we got us some infiltrators, gentlemen.
Nope, definitely not. Is he coming up? Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, come on up, come on up. Give me a nice old headshot. Darn it. Oops. My bad.
Corpse!
No, definitely not. I didn't see a corpse, did you guys? Probably not, seeing as there isn't one. You know what I mean?
Over here.
We definitely don't. See, sometimes I wonder if this is all just more trouble than it's worth, you know?
Someone's out there killing us. Look! We've got intruders!
No, we don't. We definitely don't.
You can climb!
I can't see his head.
Back, damn you all!
Come on, how hard can it be to hit him in the head? Oh, that was my fault. Ah! Too twitchy. There we go, that's a headshot. Oh, that was nil. Okay, so we only got a couple people. And it was only mildly frustrating.
Captives. They're not just captives. Slavers, too.
He tried to steal my kill. Alright. It was only mildly aggravating and annoying. I always try to go stealthy, but it usually just always ends up being, like, easier and faster to just alert them all and kill them. Like regular combat, front-to-front combat. Alright, let's
But he's just afraid to attack the Shadow Karja.
Let's loot all our corpses. This is my favorite part. Looting corpses. And debris, too, I suppose. Okay, I looted the guy that was over there. Oh, look at all these guys. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Oh, jeez. Where's this merchant? Actually, and you know what? Alright, we're getting all sorts of goodies. I love that.
Keep walking.
I like how everybody moves in and they're just kind of like, yeah, we're just gonna leave the corpses. Oh man, all sorts of blue stuff. What?
I can't spare the weight.
More stuff I should have sold. Ah, yes, another vessel. This one's blue. Okay, and hopefully we can be done with all that nonsense. Hate when I get interrupted looting corpses. More slag glass and desert glass. Charms. Now, you might have heard me say this, or you might have experienced this, but there are so many watches in Forbidden West. Like, that is your loot. It's a watch. Guaranteed. 80, 90% of the time. I don't care what you're doing, where you're at, you're going to get a watch. You're going to find a watch somewhere, you're going to loot a watch. It's going to be a watch. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's crazy. So many watches. Any corpses up there? Okay, this apparently won't take me to the other side. Thought it would, but I guess not. See if I could hover. Come on, up you go. No one and nothing up there.
Oh, look. It's an outlet.
What? I just made this someplace you could go. What a tool. Shabonk. I wish I was really good at jumping. I would jump over everything with, like, the Spider-Man jump. Where, like, his knees are tucked up underneath of him, his feet are pointing downwards, and he's got his, like, arms up in kind of the, what? 5 traps, damn. He's got his arms up in the, like the Karate Kid, that last thing, he's in the crane stance, quote-unquote crane stance. And his arms are up and they're kind of curved, and he's on one leg. He does that. The thing he's doing with his arms there, Spider-Man kind of does that when he jumps over stuff oftentimes, you know? Seems like it anyway. And so I feel like if I was really good at jumping, which I'm extremely not good at, I would jump over everything like that, feet up, and it's just like a cool pose, you know? Forget like the superhero... What is that? Oh, that's a guy up on top. Forget like the superhero, like, landing pose. I mean, it's cool and everything, yeah, but like... I'm interested in...
Perfect weather for a walk.
Like the superhero jumping pose. I think that's way cooler. I think how he doesn't even bother to, like, shift him off the platform. See, the one good thing about just going all out and killing people... What is it now? My resources are full. Okay.
Can't help but smile in the sunshine.
Anyway, I was gonna say the one good thing about just going all out and getting people to just come after you and not trying to be stealth is that the bodies will be generally all in one spot. You don't have to go running all around for people's... Oh, let's go up to that last guy. Okay, I looted the guy there. Pretty certain. Nobody there.
I have to go back to work soon.
I think there was somebody I killed here, but I must have looted them. Come on. Yeah, looted them. Killed somebody. Like right there. So yeah, I must have looted them or something. Oh, they're talking about Red Maw. Oh, we're getting stuck on stuff. Alright, I think that's all the corpses. Hey, come on. There we go.
The sun smiles on us today.
Let's do some sales. See what we got. One of those guys. Alright, no double stacks of any hearts. Double stack of this stuff, these guys, however I want to say that. Let's sell that. Double stack of those. More watches. Alright, I think that is it on the valuable stuff. Alright, we can probably sell some of these stacks. Probably good on that. Oh, we got so many stacks of sticks. We definitely don't need all those. Ooh, we broke 300,000. So much blaze. We be blazing. I can carry a lot more stuff now, which is good. But there's like no way. Well, I'll be able to use more ammo of certain types now, because I'm carrying extra. There's no way I'll like end up using all this. And I like never use metal burn, so I don't even know why I keep a couple stacks of it. I guess in case I like decide spur of the moment to like change my mind for some reason, which I'll like never ever do. So I don't know what the point really is of that. Usually don't sell echo shells either, but we'll sell at least a stack, free up some room. Got this thing to sell, which I meant to sell much earlier. And picked up 5 of these guys. Alright, I think we're okay. Oh, and then we gotta pick up this guy. Here we go.
I like to pace myself. And right now,
And then let's go find what's his face. Alright, let's see what he's got to say now. Give us a little pat on the head, tell us we didn't do half bad.
These little moments are refreshing, aren't they?
That could be the least creepy thing you've said to me.
That glimpse of yourself in their eyes just as the cloud of death passes across them.
And there we
Never
go.
mind. There it goes.
Ha!
You know, Nil, if you get tired of bandits, there is a group called the Eclipse.
That's a political situation.
They're murderers, and they're raising an army of machines. That's a little more than politics.
Don't hate me for being single-minded. Besides, I wouldn't bet on how long the Shadow Cards are going to last, if you're in for the kill.
I like how he's, like, the top of his headdress basically has, like, bicycle reflectors. It's pretty cool.
We've come a long way
Not
from
very
Norland.
stealthy.
Where have you been, Nil?
I heard the roads of the Sundom were no longer safe. And thankfully, it was true. Ambushes, raiding parties, even corrupted machines. The mortal wounds just opened themselves to accept my arrows. But you knew this already. You've been walking on the edge of life and death. I can tell.
Yeah. It's a long story.
With many quick endings, I hope.
Goodbye, Nil.
I don't want to alarm you, but the bandits are thinning out. Makes you wish you could kill them more than once, doesn't it?
No, once is enough.
You're right, of course. Once is enough. When you really make it count.
Okay, goodbye, Nil.
All right. Well, I've probably had these conversations with Nil before, but at the very least, it has certainly been a while. So it's nice and refreshing to, just cool to see her run in slow motion. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, stuck. Always stuck, huh? Anyway, we're gonna save our game and we're gonna call it a night. Once more out of tea, and I am tired.
Hope her father says yes.
Okay, don't talk to me then, that's fine. We are here at a fireplace. We can watch all the formerly homeless, now home full people relax by a fire in their new home. Yeah, that is it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. If you want to see other things I've done up until now in the Zero Dawn playthrough, you can catch archives of this stream on YouTube. Find us on YouTube by searching Bratcat Media. You'll recognize it. It's the same profile picture as here on Twitch. And we don't have our own URL or anything like that.
This ceasefire
But
has been good for trade.
really, lady? I'm doing an outro. Come on now. And, I mean, I know it's not good, but still, it's rude. The, yeah, so the archive of that is there. It's in 1080p, in case you're like, oh, I missed, like, a cool part that I wanted to see. I want to go back and watch something.
Sun King Avad every day for
There's
ending his
better
father's
quality
blood
over there on
son.
YouTube. If you want to see some of my playthrough of Forbidden West, you can check that out over there too. We got a bunch of playlists of different playthroughs, The Witcher and Metro and some Katamari Damacy, and we got some. Haven't had any co-op stuff going on in a while. Alan has
The Oseram, that's who.
had quite the death of his computer happen, so that has been not a thing that has been going on until that can someday maybe be remedied. We'll see about that, I suppose. But we got some stuff there. We Overcooked. Played some Overcooked there. It gets pretty wacky. And some Portal and just some, you know, different ones of us playing some games and hanging out. Oh, also, if you're interested, the collector's edition for Forbidden West. We have a video on that playlist. Should be the first one or the last one, depending on which way the playlist goes in order. And it is the different collector's editions, the Regala edition and the base collector's edition. It's an unboxing of the Regala, and then we do a comparison between that of the regular collector's edition. And then we compare both of those to the collector's edition for Zero Dawn. So you want some footage of those and see how they stack up. You can get a good scale of them just next to my hands and the other little figurines and all the other things that come with them for the main statues and all the other supplemental stuff. Only some footage of me putting together a Gala edition because I thought it'd be the same as the collector's edition, so I just did that ahead of time. I was mistaken, but I talk about that in there too. Check it out. I'm pretty proud of it. It's not great, but it took me a long time, so, you know. Anyway, yeah. And then, of course, if you're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, twitch.tv/BratCatMedia. Go give us a follow or whatever it is over there, and then you can be up to date with what we're doing and when. And then you'll get notifications and you won't miss them and all that stuff. So, yeah. You want to talk to us, you can do so on Twitter, @BratCatMedia. And talk to us about this game, other games, whatever you want to do. Shoot the breeze, talk about nerd stuff. Definitely down for that.
Oseram will spend weeks making a contraption to do a job the Karja could crack in a day.
What's the other? Oh, you can follow me on Twitter as well, @Hobfoot. And you can talk to me directly there. If I tweet, then it's usually about how angry I am at companies. So, might not be your jam. Unless you like angry short guys being angry. So, anyway, I'm rambling. This is it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in. Peace out, Girl Scouts.